Right, so you're going to have to bear with me here. I'm going to try and show you from the point of view of a student at the same time as showing you from the point of view of a member of staff. Right now I'm in a demo account which I've just created. So this is a student's point of view, and so you can see here actually it's very similar to the staff point of view. They've got a lot of the same apps, but what I'm going to do is go to Google Classroom. Now this is the first time this demo student has been to Google Classroom, so you might get something that looks similar to this. Just press continue, and I'm going to say that I am a student. It's a demo student, and it's self-explanatory. It really helps you along. Join or create your first class. So I'm going to join a class, like I mentioned before. It's asking me for a class code. Right now I can't remember what the class code is, so I'm going to split screen it. And so this is my teacher account on this side. On this side is the teacher account. This side is the student account. So to think, actually students join a class. How do you get the student to join a class? If I go to my home page, my stream, you can see that here is the class code. So it's just a case of typing that over. I could copy and paste it, but let's type it over and press join. And this will take a couple of seconds because actually behind the scenes in the student's Google Drive, it's creating those subfolders too. And you can see here, if I go to my stream, you can see that there's been a new post which I posted earlier. Welcome. I could add a class comment. Now what a class comment is, just a comment, I don't understand this, and every student in that class will be able to see it, or thanks or hi or whatever it may be. Very much like social media. Press demo, it takes me back to the home page. What do you know about Google Classroom? Short answer. Make sure your student doesn't type in private comments. In the private comment, that will be between the student and the teacher, but it won't actually answer the question. So if they mistakenly answer the question in there, it might be a case of copying and pasting in the actual answer area. That will make sure it's all neatly structured and they can see each other's answers. So excuse my answer, quite a lot. So I'm going to hand that in now. So my classroom, or my teacher classroom, if I look at classwork, what do you know about Google Classroom? You can see here that one person, there's only one person in the class, but one person's turned it in, so you can see straight away, well, how many students have answered, how many students haven't answered. So let's see what this cheeky student said, demo student. Quite a lot. So from my teacher point of view, if I'm in the classroom, in the physical classroom, I might say, can you expand on that? What do you mean quite a lot? Can you list things? I might put that as a comment. So what do you mean? Be more, if I could spell, that'd be good, more specific. So I can put that comment on there. So I've got one reply. So actually that one reply you just saw just jumped up almost instantly. So you can really create a dialogue, and that isn't just a dialogue between teacher and student, that's a dialogue between student and student. So you can see from one question, whatever that question may be, all of a sudden you're not just asking one person in your classroom and what can you tell me about X, Y and Z. You're asking everybody, and it becomes very data rich, and you can see the conversations and the dialogue. As I say, I set this question as to be non-graded, but if there are any courses out there you actually want to grade participation, you could ask a question and you could allocate a percentage score for participation. From the teacher point of view, I can go back to the question. Someone might ask a question in the classroom and I think, yeah, I haven't really explained that very well. So you can add a comment to give a bit more explanation. It's very, very straightforward. We'll stop that there for now. If I return both home, what I'm going to show you next is how to set up an assignment. And don't be fooled into thinking it's a summative assignment. I'm just going to assign a student a task.